Hi everyone, welcome to Thunderbolt Tech Tips, your source for all things Thunderbolt. I'm your host, Lyle Warnke, and today's topic is Windows 11 and Thunderbolt, how they're better together and how you can maximize your productivity with both. Hey, we're doing it again with another Thunderbolt Tech Tips contest giveaway. Michael, hit me. You're fired. Sweet, an Anker Apex 12-in-1 Thunderbolt 4 dock. Be sure to check out the video description for the contest link and the links to other products and resources highlighted in this video. And one more thing, if you have a Thunderbolt Tech Tip that you want to share or a Thunderbolt related topic you want to request, then hashtag Thunderbolt Tech Tips in the comments section below, as we want to hear from you and it can be used in a future video segment. To show how great Windows 11 and Thunderbolt work together, we're going to set up a dual monitor workspace, perfect for those working from home and need more applications open all at the same time. So I'm going to show you how to set up your workspace as well as how to quickly configure multiple monitors with Windows 11. And after that, we're going to look at a cool productivity feature of Windows 11 called Snap that can help you organize applications on your external monitors. But before we jump into our Thunderbolt dual monitor setup, I want to highlight some of the docs and research you can do, especially if you're looking for a Thunderbolt dock, or maybe even a new laptop with Thunderbolt ports. The great news is that you can do some of your initial research for both docks and laptops all in one place, and that's at intel.com/evo. This is a great resource if you're looking for a new laptop and has a list of all types of Thunderbolt accessories, such as docks, monitors, and storage devices. And I'll include the link in the video description below, so take a look at that later. And if you're wondering what Evo is an Intel brand spec for defining amazing laptop experiences, features, responsiveness, and performance. So basically, Evo branded laptops represent amazing laptop experiences. And starting with Intel's 11th Gen Core Evo branded laptops, they all come with Thunderbolt 4 ports. So the best in connectivity for your work from home needs. And regarding Thunderbolt docks, I have some examples, all of which support dual 4K monitors. So let's quickly go through these docks, and some are Thunderbolt 3 and some are Thunderbolt 4. Again, it really doesn't matter for our setup today, since all support Thunderbolt's 40 gigabits a second bandwidth for our 4K monitor needs. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. So the Dell, HP, and Lenovo all have Thunderbolt docks for business and home office. These, for example, are all Thunderbolt 3 docks and have plenty of ports for your peripheral needs. So for example, the Dell WD-19 TBS, the HP G2, and the Lenovo Essentials dock. I've also got a couple of Thunderbolt 4 docks. So I've got the Anker Apex 12-in-1 and the Kensington SD5700T. So all these are great docks and perfect for setting up your office or home office dual monitor setup. And in fact, all these are listed on the Intel.com Evo webpage that I mentioned before in the Thunderbolt Accessories tab. So another great reason to go check out that page and compare docks and other devices. And one more thing to remember, it's the 40 gigabit a second bandwidth of Thunderbolt that allows all these docks to provide dual 4K monitor support. So that's why you want to make sure you have a laptop with Thunderbolt ports. So let's get to the good stuff and set up a dual monitor workspace when we go behind the scenes with Thunderbolt. Here behind the scenes with Thunderbolt, we're going to quickly, and I mean quickly, set up and configure a dual 4K monitor setup with Windows 11 and Thunderbolt. This is perfect for those working from home, or maybe those who are already started going back to the office and you're looking for a little bit more productivity. So let's get started and see just how simple and easy we can do this. The first thing we're going to be doing is setting up our dock and our Evo base 11th gen laptop. Now I've already got power to my dock, so I'm going to simply plug in my Thunderbolt cable to my laptop. And the first thing you're gonna notice is I immediately start charging. Next, let's go ahead and add a keyboard and mouse. Again, we're going for more productivity, so I'm using my USB wireless dongle, plug it into my Anker dock, plenty of ports. I've got my mouse, I've got my keyboard, we're halfway there. Next, let's add our dual 4K displays. I'm gonna use my HDMI cable for my first one. And you know what's nice about Thunderbolt is it supports HDMI, DisplayPort, USB-C, and Thunderbolt, all of those different variations for different monitor types. So let's now go back.
I've got my first external monitor already set up. I've selected a Thunderbolt monitor, so in this case, I'm going to use my Thunderbolt cable into my downstream port on my dock, and now I've got two 4K monitors. Next, we just need to configure Windows 11 so it knows more about the positions and the setup of our monitors. And to do that, we're going to right-click on the desktop, and we're going to choose Display Settings. This brings up a visual of all our monitors. Now, we only see two, and that's because actually my laptop and one of my displays is actually in duplicate mode. So let's go ahead and select that, and I'm going to change that from duplicate to extend. It'll take a second. We're going to say keep changes. Now you can see all three of my displays. Well, this is great, except for they're not in the right order. So now I can simply drag around my screens. Now, the problem is I may not know which one is which. So that's where you can use the identify button, and it'll tell me which one's which. So I know my one, I know my the one above me is 3. So I'm going to place this number 3 above 1. My 1 is my laptop. And I'm going to move my number 2 next to my number 3. And I can hit apply. Then I can always do this again. I can hit identify and check, yes, 1, 3, and 2. And I can still move this around to be just perfect. So I'm going to move my laptop a little bit over off to the right. I'm going to hit apply. And now, when I move my mouse, you can see that it's just exactly in line where I think it would be. So now I've completed and have two 4K monitors configured with Windows 11. Next, let's take a look at the benefits of having two 4K displays all over Thunderbolt. And the big thing is having all your applications up all at the same time. You don't have to minimize your application and then bring up another application. You physically have all the screen real estate you need, especially with a 4K display. And what's even better, when you add a second 4K display, you have that many more applications that you could have up, or you simply have 2 or 3 applications up at a bigger window. Let's take a look at a cool thing in Windows 11 called Snap. It allows you to quickly arrange different applications in different layouts. What you do is you take your mouse cursor, you bring it over the maximize button, and you see all these different layout options. So for example, let's say I want my email in my left quadrant, I want my web browser in the right, and the weather application down here in the lower right-hand corner. So those are just some of the benefits you get with driving two 4K displays all over Thunderbolt, improving your overall productivity. And again, all over a single Thunderbolt connection right to your Thunderbolt-enabled PC.
We didn't forget, and I hope you didn't forget, about the Thunderbolt Tech Tips contest. Be sure to check out the contest link in the video description below to enter to win an Anker Apex 12-in-1 Thunderbolt 4 dock, compliments of Anker and Thunderbolt Tech Tips.